Hi and welcome. Now today, because a lot of you have been asking which are the sites that I recommend, and I kind of understand you because of course you want to know the sites where you can upload your music for licensing, to sell your music, to make money. And this is really understandable. But when I decided to start with the sites, with the platforms that I'm not recommending, is because I thought that it is important for the majority of the artists who are maybe involved, they are on these platforms and they are just not making money, they are just not selling, to come and explain that I'm in the same situation. And I really think that there's a problem with the platform, not with us, with audio contributors. So this is why I really decided to start with the not recommending. But obviously you want to know what I'm recommending, where I'm selling my music. So that's why today I will recommend a site and not recommend it. Let me just explain it to you and why I'm recommending it and why I'm not recommending it. So this platform is AudioSparks. So AudioSparks is one of the first music licensing platforms that are available even today. And this platform it's a very complex and a very well-made platform site. On this platform, you can pure and simply create an account. There's a vetting, a verification of the future contributor. But after that, you can upload whatever you want. A sound like shh, or another sound effect like if you want. You can upload a track that is terrible if you want. There's no quality control. But obviously, if you start to upload things like that are not broadcast ready and they do not have a good quality, then you can expect that your account and your tracks will be there for nothing. They will be never used and you will not be taken seriously by this site. So this platform, the search engine, the way it is created, the filtering system is really advanced. That's why when you are uploading tracks on this platform, it's time-consuming because you have a lot of things that you have to fill out. So the filtering engine is very well made, very well created. This platform is still recommending himself, and the branding, it remains the music that powers Hollywood. And at the beginning, it was really true. And this site is actually one of the sites I can tell you that is really valuing the audio contributor and his creations. If you really have good compositions that are really usable, licensable, and listenable, then this company will do everything that it is in his power to make money with. This company, besides the fact that it is one of the first companies out there that offered for clients music for licensing, for leasing, this company is extremely transparent. You can, in your account, you have available a lot of reports, statistics that can really help you, that can really give you back data that you can utilize to grow, to try to do even more in order to have sales. So here, this is my account, and you can see how many things, how many options, so you can opt out, how many things that you can do. You see the vendor reports, so you have a lot of reports you can really verify, sales report, composer sales report, everything here. So RadioSparks, and I will talk about RadioSparks a little bit later. So there's a lot of reports, so they are giving you back really data in order to utilize it, in order to enhance your performance, enhance your contribution, to help you contribute with things that they really need. Okay, and then because we will talking about the filtering engine and how time-consuming is to upload on this side. So look at just here how many things you have to fill out, and this is just one side. Then you have your so the structure. Look here how many things you have to pay attention. The structure, the moods. Look here, the moods. Then the stars. So you have a lot of things to fill out. So it will be really time-consuming. And now, let me just tell you why today I am not recommending this site and this platform. Because the moment when you decide to create an account and you start to upload your tracks, you have to know something. You have to understand that your tracks, even though you have a non-exclusive contract agreement, still when you upload your tracks will belong in perpetuity with them. Perpetuity means forever. So once you upload your track on their platforms, you cannot take down. Generally, they will just deny and will not. They will say, look here, when you are uploading your tracks, we already told you. It is written in red. You can see that. They are telling you, do not upload any tracks that is licensed exclusively elsewhere. Any tracks that you may consider later to upload on other platforms, on other sites, that they will ask you exclusivity. Or if your tracks are already in the YouTube Content ID, or the songs, of course, that you do not own, or you do not own the full control of it, or tracks that have illegal samples and all that things, or they are participating in copyright infringement. Of course, those no. But or tracks that you want to remove later. They're really clear with it. And then they tell you clearly that every track that you upload on AudioSparks, it is in perpetuity. So it's belonging to them, non-exclusively of course, but forever. You have to analyze the things and understand and take seriously your commitment. Understand that once you are uploading on this platform, your track will remain there. And there's a lot of questions about why AudioSparks is asking this. And here, today, I have an answer for you. Why they are asking you the perpetuity, the forever? Because what they are doing is really time-consuming and it takes a lot of time. What they are doing, in fact, is that they are accepting everything. Meaning that once you have an account, you can upload everything. So there's no, in a front end, there's no quality control. But there's a lot of work in the back end. In the back end, they are working a lot. They are filtering down a lot of things. They are analyzing. Of course, when you are uploading your tracks, it will arrive to be analyzed and controlled in the back end. So it takes time, the moment when you are uploading and the moment when they will take and listen your tracks and they will decide what they can do with your tracks. Obviously, if your track it doesn't have a good quality, then pure and simple they will ignore it and maybe blacklist you as an artist. That could also be a possibility. But eventually what they are doing, if your tracks are good, then they will decide what to do with it. they will start to promote it, and there are a lot of possibilities on AudioSparks that they can make money with your tracks. So if you think that pure and simple creating an account and starting to upload your music, you will get licensing deals, well, unfortunately, today in 2020, I have to tell you, no, you will not. Or maybe you will, but the chances are really low. I mean, I'm there from the beginning, and I can tell you that the licensing deals dropped. So licensing, if I was on AudioSparks today just for licensing deal, the licensing business wouldn't be good. This is what AudioSparks also knew, even though they started the business as just pure licensing tracks for clients who need it in their video projects. Now, as competition grew and came, and as the clients' budgets, they didn't really have, they lost a lot of clients. There's a lot of clients who went from AudioSparks. Why? Because they are the only one side platform who does not devaluate the tracks and the audio contributors what they are uploading. Of course, you can put your prices if you want, but there's a recommendation also. A recommended price, I really find it good one, a really reasonable. It is the price that I would love all the platforms to have. Unfortunately, that's not possible, and that's not today's reality. So this is why the music licensing business on AudioSparks, it's not really flourishing. This is why they try to save the business somehow, and first they propose to the clients blanket licenses. So they created another division that was Music Cult. Music Cult was really accessible for clients who were in the television broadcast. They were offering music for free if you want to use, but then as the tracks are registered on a PRO, they act as a publisher, you as a writer. Then they were asking this client to fill out correctly the sheets, and they were collecting the back-end money. So you received back-end money. And this at the beginning was functioning really good, but today less. In order to save their business, they come up with an idea. Now, this idea, I name it Spotify for Business. RadioSparks, what they have created, this department, RadioSparks, really consider RadioSparks as Spotify for Business. Created some kind of internet radio for businesses. Today, this is why I am advising you to create an account and upload music for RadioSparks. RadioSparks, as I told you, it's kind of internet radio. So they are creating radio stations in different music genres, and they are recommending for businesses, like stores that have, like, let's say 100 stores worldwide or nationwide, and they are recommending their music. So a company can access this radio station and can have that music in all of his stores. And this is very advantageous for businesses, and this is how they have reinvented themselves, and this is how they are making money today. So if your music is good enough and they are in need for your music, then they will include your music in one of their radio stations, and you will see that your music will be played, will be streamed. And when your music is streamed, you get money from it. Now, there are reports where you can check it out, you can find out how many times your music is streamed, and they will pay for it. So this is the one reason I can really recommend for you today AudioSparks. For RadioSparks and where you can submit music. Now look, here is RadioSparks, the site, and we are in submit music. And they are explaining to you clearly that submit music to AudioSparks, artists, composers, labels are welcome, license, distribute, monetize your music worldwide. So by uploading your music and being considered in this playlist, you will earn money with your music. And having your music on this playlist, obviously, it is heard by many people. And if somebody is really love your music and have thoughts in wanting to license it, then they can access your music on AudioSparks and they can license your music. So your music is not just available for listeners, but it's available for those people who want to license it also. Here they are on submitting music part. You see what they are looking for, and here you can find out what they are really looking for right now. So if you are making music in these genres and you decide today to create an account on AudioSparks, upload your music on AudioSparks, and it is in these genres, then your music is really good quality that can be really played on this radio station, then your music will be included. You can even mail them. There's I think there's a email address. You can, if you want, you can call them. There's a phone number, or there's a Twitter. You can tweet them, but there's an email address. I do not have here the email address. I don't see the email address, but you can email them with your music, with your links toward your music on AudioSparks, and ask them to include one of their stations, radio stations. But then again, they are explaining even here that be careful. If you decide to create an account and upload your music, you have to know that your music will be on their platform forever. And it's a non-exclusive, meaning that you can upload and put on other platforms also, but still do not forget that once uploaded, you cannot take down. Now, of course, you can breach these contracts, but it can be an expensive and time-consuming thing. So it's better to understand from the beginning the forever thing and make the right decisions. So understand that once you are uploading, it is there forever. So this is why I can recommend AudioSparks. And as I told you, AudioSparks is really transparent. Even when you are creating your account and you can access like the knowledge base, the artist profile, community history, and their questions and answers. They will tell you right away. Here you will find answers. They will tell you, hey, don't quit your day job. Do not think that you will get money really quickly. This is not a get rich quick scheme, and it is just something that it really will provide you money. Now, how much, it depends on how many tracks you have. If those tracks, all of them are included in their radio stations, if you get licensing deals or not, and so on and so forth. But the idea is that uploading your tracks, if you have tracks that they really need, like what they are asking here right now, then there's a this is a very simple way that you get money. So this is guaranteed. The moment when your tracks are included in those radio stations, starting from that moment, your tracks will be streamed. And having your music streams is like on Spotify, you get paid. And it's paying better than Spotify. Of course, the streams cannot go that much as Spotify, but still you can earn a decent sum over the month. So I really recommend AudioSparks for RadioSparks. But if you want, it's not the way it's, I don't know, all the other royalty-free music licensing sites. So if you are thinking that you will have sales like, I don't know, on Audio Jungle or on Pond 5 and so on and so forth, no. On this platform, you will have no licensing deals like on Pond 5, Audio Jungle and so on and so forth. But instead, you will have this opportunity to have your music included in RadioSparks and even distribute it. So you can distribute your music with the help of AudioSparks and RadioSparks. So once your music is included on RadioSparks and you have given them the right to distribute your music, they will distribute your music and it will be considered in different playlists also on Spotify. If you do not want to distribute pure and simple your music using different distribution services, then you can use AudioSparks with RadioSparks to have your music distributed everywhere. I hope this was informative. Thank you for watching and see you next time.